What up, guys? Big Body Cars here on another Sunday, doing a quick little upgrade to the whip, to the 84 Monte Carlo SS. You guys, a quick little tip and let you know what I'm working on, since I hadn't done a video in a while. I had the AC unit on here. My AC worked, but I actually was using the bracketry like this, which is the cheaper one, that you use this piece here to actually tighten up the belt. That works just fine, but it's a nightmare to get the squeaking out. I feel like it robs you of horsepower because you've got so much pressure on it to keep the belt tight from squeaking, and it took the idler arm out. This new kit I'm putting in here, as you can see, comes with an idler arm. You have to buy the idler arm separate. You have to buy the belt separate. I think the belt was a Gates KO6 1045, and the idler arm is a Gates 38163. Nice kit. Horrible instructions. So let me rant for a minute while I'm doing this, and while I got a time, and I can give you guys an update where I'm at on the car. If you get this kit, this is the R4 compressor with 6 rib. If you get this kit right here, you're going to need to put the brackets on the compressor first. I learned the hard way. I had all this on here about 30 minutes ago and had to pull every bit of it back off, because I couldn't get that one bolt right there at the bottom of the back end, because you can't clear this and it won't clear the front. The directions actually show you putting these bolts in the opposite direction. There's actually no way to do that unless you stick them on here before you put it in the compressor, which you couldn't do, so, or pull the clutch, which I'm not going to do. So, not pulling the clutch, so I inverted them backwards, put the nuts on the front, should work fine. But just do yourself a favor. If you're going to do this kit, in my case, my AC was already hooked up. I didn't want to break the lines, as you can see. Bolt the brackets on first. If you bolt the brackets on first, once you stick it up, you can use the heads and the water pump bolts, and it'll bolt right in place. So I thought that was just a little bit of dibby, because if you can see here, their instructions have no worded directions, a few decent pictures, and a good little bracket comes with it. I don't know what I've done with it. That actually supposed to keep it from vibrating, which I did have on the other one. There it is, which looks like it's 100 years old, so I'll paint it. And this is the high kit. This isn't the $100 kit or the $150. This is the $200-something kit from lsbrackets.com. And guys at LS Brackets, if you see this video, please make better instructions. But thought I'd give you guys a quick little update of what I'm working on. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I just hadn't put a video up in a while, and figured I won't be the last one that won't add AC to a car. And advice, if you're going to do this and you have an LS truck motor like I have and you want to put AC on, you know, in the factory the AC compressor is on this side and your lines run around and make a loop, and your compressor is on the opposite side, or your condenser, may I say. All you got to do to put AC on these cars with an LS motor is get you a 1990 Caprice condenser. It'll bolt right in place of the factory. These lines are for a 1990 Caprice, and get you an R4 style sedan compressor, which mine is actually for a 1990 Caprice. But as you can see here, this comes around in loops, bolts right up to, this is the factory Monte Carlo one here. This is the line that was already factory. It'll bolt right to the condenser like it's supposed to, and your second line will bolt right to the compressor and bolt up to the top. And voila. Find your compressor wires. I took mine and put terminals on them just to plug there instead of trying to use the compressor, because the old plug had some type of resistor in it, which I don't know what it was for, but for the LS motor you don't need it, because there's an AC coil built into my ECM that when I cut this on, it hours the motor up to keep up with the AC. But again, if you're going to do this swap, best way I suggest to do it, 90 model condenser, 90 model Caprice compressor, 90 model Caprice lines. Everything else will work factory. You'll have to buy your bracket kit of some sort. You can get one like that one that I'm taking off, which for the most part worked fine. But I didn't like the way it used the compressor for the tensioner. You tighten the belt like an old school car. I just couldn't see that being beneficial down the road. So I'd rather have an idler arm and no more than 200-something bucks. I just couldn't see not doing it. But nothing else I really can tell you about the car. Swapped the alarm out on Zach's car. About 14 more days I got to give him this car. It's unbelievable to think we're that close, but 14 more days I'll be giving it to him. And That's all I've done yet. I've got it lined up I bought some timing tape for the balancer. Gonna have the timing set right because I've got it close as I can get it by here, but it's not right. Gonna have the front end aligned, and that's pretty much it. It'll be here. So, as far as mine goes, the only thing I think I'm gonna do next is I still hadn't cleaned up my trunk area. I did clean up my deck though. I don't know if y'all saw that. You used to could see the tweeters sitting on top, and it had a piece of wood there that stuck up real high. That is a factory deck cover, and it is actually the one for the third brake light. I have a third brake light, but I cannot find it. So instead of covering that hole up just yet, I've been looking for that. If I don't find it, I'm either going to order one or cover it up. I don't know yet. I kind of really need to recover it anyway because as of the moment, it's only got the 4x10 holes. And the 4, 6.5, and the tweeters are talking through it. I can tell it's not as loud. But if you didn't know it before, you wouldn't notice the difference. So as clean as it looks and as good as it looks back there, I think I'm going to leave it. The only other thing I'm going to do is I've been trying to get a hold of a good upholstery person to do my seats, the Camaro seats, and I'm going to figure out what it's going to take to make the back seats work. And I'll go ahead and do that, but besides that, I hadn't really did too much more to the car. Just a quick update, little rant, a little aggravated with the instructions on this compressor, but I've got it figured out now. So if you guys want to do this, 90 model Caprice for your hoses and your condenser, you can get the compressor for $90, but any of these pancake style compressors will work. You buy that kit, you need that belt, the KO60145 gates, and you need this Eidlon 38163, and you'll be ready to go. Y'all have a good weekend and a good Sunday, man. It's the Big Body Cars. Peace.